Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stephanie Bree. And today I'm just doing an Ace of Base versus Real McCoy retrospective kind of thing. If you're not familiar with Ace of Base or Real McCoy, they are electronic, dance pop, kind of house techno-y music from the 90s. Ace of Base, I think, is a little bit more popular than the Real McCoy. As far as I remember, back in the day, Real McCoy only had 2 CDs that I was aware of. Ace of Base had 3 or 4. And I know both of these bands are bigger in Europe than they were in the United States, but they were still pretty popular here in the US back in the day. So how did I get into this kind of music? Well, one of the very first cassettes I ever owned was Technotronic's Pump Up the Jam, the album. And that's literally what it's called, Pump Up the Jam, the album. Featuring their popular song, Pump Up the Jam. Obviously, you know it. We all know it. And so that was my first entry point into, like, the techno, house, dance, electronic music scene. And I just slowly discovered more music in that realm as time went on. You know, eventually I discovered the Jock Jam CDs, and then I would just pick out the songs I liked and then look for CDs featuring those artists. And so I discovered Ace of Base and Real McCoy around the same time, but I was introduced to them each through a different entry point. I discovered Ace of Base by way of their mega smash hit, All That She Wants, which I had on a cassette single. On the A side was the standard version, and then the B side had the sort of extended remix version. And so I used to listen to that a lot. Real McCoy, I was introduced to their music by way of their song Automatic Lover, Call for Love, which used to come on the radio, and it was popular around the same time on the airwaves that the Immortals song Techno Syndrome, which is more commonly referred to as the Mortal Kombat theme song, where the guy's yelling Mortal Kombat over and over again. So it had a very similar sound to that song, and so I started seeking out other music like that. And so I ended up buying Ace of Base's album, The Sign. And I know it's called Happy Nation in Europe, but in the US it was called The Sign. And then I ended up getting the Real McCoy's album, Another Night. Which, I don't know if it had another title outside the US or not. I didn't really do a ton of research. And as I was listening to them when I was a teenager, I think I preferred Ace of Base overall than to Real McCoy, as in, like, just by the numbers, there were more songs that Ace of Base did that I liked versus Real McCoy, but the handful of songs that Real McCoy did that I did like, I really liked. And so it was a matter of quality versus quantity. Overall, I would still say I prefer Ace of Base over Real McCoy, just because the Real McCoy only has like 4, maybe 5 songs total that I like, whereas Ace of Base has at least 20 songs that I could listen to on a regular basis, most of which are from their first 3 CDs that I had: The Sign, The Bridge, and Cruel Summer. All good albums. Now, this was back during the MTV days, but I did watch a lot of MTV. I don't want to make it sound like I didn't. But when I was watching MTV, I was specifically looking for, like, the hip-hop stuff, you know, like, this was after Yo MTV Raps, but there was a show called Something Jams or something like that. Or something like that. I don't remember. But I was looking for stuff like that, or then also Daria. So I wasn't really watching, just to watch music videos. So I never really saw any of these music videos come on the air, so I don't know what the Ace of Base or the Real McCoy's music videos would have been like. What I do know is I like this kind of music. And if I had to really pinpoint my favorite, I'll just say electronic dance pop band like these two, I think Ace of Base is pretty high up there. Excuse me. The Real McCoy is not. Anyways, that's all I got to say about that. Stay cool. Thank you. Bye.